Then, now, forever. Together.
No niin.
To save you, for he gave his only begotten son.
Showcase time. Bloodline Showcase. Niin, mä katon minkälainen tää on.
Solo Sikoa lifting Cody Rhodes up. Spear from Roman. Cover, hook to the leg. Cody somehow survives.
Are you kidding me? How? How did Rhodes survive?
Desire is how, Corey. Grit is how, Corey. This is how bad Cody Rhodes wants to finish his story. What the?
It can't be!
It is!
John Cena's here! Cena's in WrestleMania!
A saving grace for Cody Rhodes. John Cena here to fight off Solo Sikoa.
Solo sent crashing to the outside, courtesy of the franchise.
Mä pelaan Sinaa. Mitä mun pitää tehdä?
The tribal chief has been dropped.
Nuggets on payback on Solo Sikoa Going for you. Ainoastaan attitude aikoista Solo Sikoa. Mun pitää tehdä sille selotuspöydälle toi. FU. Tehdään.
And now John Cena with Solo Sikoa and through the announce table!
Oh, hold on, guys. Hold on.
You gotta be kidding me!
The final boss is at WrestleMania.
What a moment this is.
Brings back memories from WrestleMania over a decade ago.
Now this is a WrestleMania moment.
Rock and Cena face to face, feeding off the electricity of this crowd.
This is absolutely surreal. The final boss strikes, and Cena is down.
And now The Rock taking off the Mama Rhodes weight belt. He's going to use it against Cody.
What? Oh.
No way. No way. Guys?
What is going on here? We know that music all too well, but
It's Seth Rollins! And a Superman punch by Reigns intercepts Rollins, who's out here in the old Shield gear.
No niin.
Now what? Undertaker's in the ring!
oh my gosh!
The Great One face to face with the Reaper at WrestleMania.
Undertaker with the Rock! Choke slam! The Undertaker's back in WrestleMania!
Unreal!
And now Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes struggling to grab a hold of the steel chair in the ring.
Both men struggling to their feet. Roman beats Cody Rhodes. And this could be disastrous for the American Nightmare.
Mun pitää tällä. No niin, se trollis.
10 years in the making.
The Tribal Chief putting a ghost of his past to rest.
Pitäis... Kyllä Rollisen pitäis tehdä.
Roman Reigns setting up, looking for the spear to put Cody away. No!
Cody catches Roman. Crossroads.
And another crossroads.
Looking for the trifecta now.
Finish the story.
Everybody seems to think that WrestleMania 40 was the night the Bloodline ended. But anyone who knows us knows that it's going to take more than one bad night to bring us down. If anything, we're just getting started.
The Bloodline Dynasty.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I serve as special counsel and the wise man to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, the undisputed, uncontroverted, unquestioned leader of the Bloodline, the most dominant group in recent memory and in the entire history of WWE.
The Bloodline has all the damn gold.
For nearly 40 years, I have worked for, alongside, and even employed the absolute greatest superstars to ever do it.
Just how dangerous do you want to live?
I've created the Dangerous Alliance, led an extreme revolution with ECW, and managed the most legendary of all champions. And for me, none of that compares to the relationship I've built with the Anoa'i, Fatu, and Maivia families, the triumvirate that composes this dynasty that we know more colloquially as the Bloodline. My time with this family goes back 40 years. I've led them into battle, strategized with them, and have watched their children grow into top-tier superstars who have also created their own impressive legacies. And so it is my great honor to serve as your host for the WWE 2K25 showcase featuring a dynasty like no other, the Bloodline.
When you look at this incredible family tree, this is proof that there is only one royal family in professional wrestling, bound by blood.
A blood bond forged between High Chief Peter Maivia and Amatua Anai Anawai, the father of Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans, created a force that has dominated professional wrestling for over 5 decades. An elite collection boasting names like the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, as well as The Rock, Rikishi, Umaga, Yokozuna, Nia Jax, Jimmy and Jey Uso, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu, and of course, your tribal chief, Roman Reigns. They've owned championships, filled arenas, packed stadiums, broken box office records, years and decades of dedication to the craft, perfecting their art with each passing generation, ultimately leading us to right here, right now, with the Bloodline having dominated WWE for the last half-decade. As your humble wise man, it is my duty to take you through some of the most ferocious battles featuring the greatest warriors in the family. Not everything goes according to plan, and this year, we're going to give you a chance to right the historical wrongs and change history to bring more glory to the Bloodline. It's our showcase, after all. Honestly, their only real competition is themselves.
Acknowledge me!
All of this fighting amongst each other, this constant power struggle, I won't let all of that ruin this moment. Because it's not just about Solo Sikoa or Roman Reigns. It's not just about the Usos. It's about every single member of their family that came before them, who built the lineage and who made them into the superstars that they've become today. It's been said elsewhere that wrestling has more than one royal family. That's undeniably true. Also undeniably true is that for all of those other families, there's only one Bloodline dynasty.
Good. Hyvä puhe Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman saa kyllä puhua. Bloodline Dynasty on 2 kosokkaisen produkteja. The Honor the Ano Fatua and Maivia Bammersport. They years of excellence. Showcase winning makes you an honorable person. But completely open this professional reality part. Äärämät Revaston Victor Van Overture Revaston. Hänet pääsee opetin Everett Saresen. Pervetinen match. Real Weissman leaves no business. Unfinished match. Rockes Royal Master. Romareksi sisältävä kusetti se on. Tää on huonompi deme kuin se edellinen Romareksi. Mutta joo, joka tapauksessa pelataan. Yokozuna jäi Hulk Hogan, King of the Ring, 13.11.3. Yokozuna has 2 quads. They pullkaan Hulk Hogan support, rekaise, TV Champion. It's up to you to follow the plan and get it done in a classical manner. Nyt kun tulee vielä, ei muuta kuin pelaa. Let's go.
In a family that specialized in brute force over the years, perhaps no one better personified this than Rodney Anawai, nephew to the Wild Samoans, better known to the WWE Universe as the mighty Yokozuna. The family's first world heavyweight champion, Yokozuna arrived to WWE in the fall of 1992. An imposing behemoth, to say the least, Yokozuna would make an immediate statement, winning the 1993 Royal Rumble just a few months after his debut. This victory would grant him a WWE Championship match at WrestleMania 9, where he took on Bret the Hitman Hart. This meteoric rise to the top was only a hint of the dominance Yokozuna would have on WWE for the next year. 2 WWE championships, a WWE Tag Team Championship, victory over the era's titans like Bret Hart, Undertaker, Lex Luger, and Hulk Hogan.
Yokozuna is my middle name. I'm named after my uncle. I carry it with like so much pride and weight on my shoulders just because of like what he's done for this business and like who he is as a person too. It's a cool middle name to have, man. I represent it with the pride, man, that I have. Hopefully, man, I'm making him proud by doing it.
The manner in which Yokozuna melded incredible size with unspeakable agility shocked the WWE Universe, who to that point were used to their monsters hitting hard but moving slow. Yokozuna broke the mold, punishing opponents with super kicks, uranagis, leg drops, and of course, his devastating banzai drop. A maneuver so effective that once it had connected, nobody kicked out of it. Nobody.
Rodney was a very unique talent. I think the way he was able to handle all the pressure, it was kind of parallel to how he was in the ring. For someone to be so big and to be so nimble, you just don't see that very often. Rodney was one of those first solo guys, singles competitor guys that was able to go out there and really just make waves, make a big splash. I mean, pun intended, I guess. You know, that fool jumped in the pool, he'd knock out all the water, and that's the way it felt sometimes. He would go into those arenas and just suck in all the energy and be able to give it back. So when I look at Rodney, I see someone very similar to me, someone who understands the top, the very, very top of the game, the top position, and everything that goes along with it.
In a career filled with so many highlight reel moments, perhaps nothing stands out more than when Yokozuna faced and defeated the so-called immortal Hulk Hogan at the first King of the Ring event in 1993. Looking to humiliate Hogan after the Hulkster stole Yokozuna's WWE Championship only 2 minutes after Yokozuna defeated Bret Hart for the title months earlier at WrestleMania 9, Yokozuna entered the ring totally focused on the task at hand. And on that night, he not only got revenge, but his victory would send Hogan packing from WWE for nearly 9 years.
Hulk Hogan is finished.
Many felt that Yokozuna had indeed killed Hulkamania. Now, you get to possess the power of the mighty Yokozuna and deal out punishment to Hulk Hogan to walk out of the King of the Ring, a 2-time WWE champion. Showcase the ability and the agility that made Yokozuna a Hall of Fame performer and take Hulkamania down. Banzai.
Banzai. Ja tulee sisään suusti.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an event of international magnitude. Photographers from around the world as they are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
Coming down the aisle with Mr. Fuji is the champion from Polynesia Islands, weighing 550 pounds, Yokozuna!
One thing, Corey, he's 550 pounds, bigger than he's ever been.
And I understand Hulk Hogan trimmed down so he can have more speed, more endurance. But I'll tell you something, Hogan's got to take him out early.
This is going to answer a lot of unanswered questions from WrestleMania 9.
A lot of pressure on the president of WWE for what he did. But this is Yokozuna versus Hulk Hogan. Let the winner be the winner.
One thing's for sure, Hogan will be quicker. He will be faster than he's ever been in any previous title defense.
Well, this is going to be interesting because he's wrestling a fresh Yokozuna this time. Not a man who's already wrestled a 15-minute match with Bret the Hitman Hart.
Well, Hogan and Yokozuna's last match lasted less than 30 seconds when Hogan won the title at WrestleMania.
Well, I can tell you, this match will go much longer. Yokozuna will not be caught by surprise this time.
Listen to this. What a phenomenal ovation for the WWE Champion.
His opponent, coming down the aisle with his manager, the Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, from Venice Beach, California, weighing in 302 pounds, the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
You can feel this facility shake, literally moving. The rafters shaking with the ovation of the WWE Champion, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan thrives on these people. He thrives on the Hulksters, the little Hulksters. This is what keeps this man going.
Hulk Hogan's relying on the fans. He wants to hear them cheer. He wants to draw strength from them. But Yokozuna's focused. He has not taken his eyes off Hulk Hogan. He is ready, believe me.
The Hulkster ready for war, and you can bet, ladies and gentlemen, it will be warfare here.
So he's been saying for weeks that he is going to be the first man to slam Yokozuna.
Oh, nobody slams Yokozuna.
Well, we'll see. Hulk Hogan wanted to prove it was not a fluke that he beat Yokozuna. And now, we're going to find out if it was a fluke or not. Social media is buzzing, as it always is when this title is defended.
No niin, nyt lähtee. Tämä on King of the Ring 1993.
Michael Cole.
Objektivet checklist. Vår hjälpa on koppel objektiv. Skåta till objektivet checklist till pausemenu. Jo, startup menu kyllä lock to bear Hogan down with some power opens in the ring. Lift Hogan into the carry position and slam him to the mat with the big carry attack. Pallosta kräpätään ja R1 kärrytään ja 4-9 carry attack. Okei, nyt mä pelaan.
Eliminating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time to Hulk Hogan.
Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring.
Yokozuna wants to erase the memory of his initial title reign that lasted mere seconds. He knows that a fresh Yokozuna can beat a fresh Hulk Hogan, and tonight is the chance to prove it.
Some folks thought Bret Hart should have had this rematch against Hogan, but the president of WWE has made the controversial decision to give Yokozuna the title match.
Indeed, there will be no rematch for Bret, who...
Joo, mä tiedän kyllä miten tää menee. Ei tarvi neuvoa.
Lost the title after Mr. Fuji interfered on Yokozuna's behalf. Instead, he was given an automatic entry into tonight's King of the Ring tournament.
The Hitman has certainly capitalized on that opportunity, already defeating Razor Ramon and Mr. Perfect tonight. Now, can he finish the job in the main event and win the King of the Ring?
Timed his defense perfectly.
Pow, what a shot.
We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the WWE Championship.
Indeed, we're going to see more speed, more endurance from the Hulkster. But now that Yokozuna has hit 550 pounds, every kick, every leg drop, and every bonsai drop will be even more impactful.
Bombastic claims coming out of both camps coming into this one, gentlemen.
Hogan has claimed in interviews that he will slam Yokozuna's carcass straight through the ring so hard that it will cause a worldwide earthquake.
Meanwhile,
oh no, bear hug of pride. This is not good for the Hulkster.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Oh, that got turned around on Yokozuna.
Positioning the arm.
Oh, man! Leg drop arm breaker.
Tässä ei tule enää niitä oikein elämän.
Couple of them connecting. And then a little
disrespect for dessert. Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Targeting the shoulder with the claw.
And writhing in pain, trying to find an escape.
I think his hopes of that.
Escape and a takedown. You know, Hogan slimming down may have an adverse side effect. Yokozuna can wrench those holds in around the Hulkster's waist now.
Well, the waist and chest may be a little bit smaller, Corey, but you better believe the 24-inch pythons have not changed shape whatsoever.
And those pythons are primed to pick up the 550-pound monster and slam him through the mat.
Oikein pitää tehdä tommonen isku sinne.
Yoko now, belly to belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
That boot, Yoko staggering, stunning, and he's down.
Drop the leg, Hogan. Drop the leg.
Hogan, leg drop. Here's the cover on Yoko, who kicked out of the leg drop.
What? Get Mr. Fuji out of there. Hogan feeding off the energy. Whoa, wait a minute. What is that photographer doing on the apron?
There's a match going on. What the heck?
What was that?
What in the world just happened here?
Oh, no. A big split. Turning it into the pin. Two. Kicking it in time. I cannot believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can. Oh, what a counter. Knees. That'll buy you some valuable time.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Shoulders down. To retain. And he kicks out of the pin and one.
I don't know what more this superstar can do to put him away.
That's how you dominate your opponent.
Drops the hammer right on the lower back.
Being sized up. He might regret getting back up here.
What a shoulder block.
Bear hug by Hogan. A 20 and the rope providing a bit of safety here.
Ori on nyt. Tähän nousta nopeasti ylös. Pitää. R1 nopeasti. Nouse. Noin.
And gentlemen, Yokozuna may be but one away from ending.
The camera lights are flashing. Yokozuna is so close to regaining the title.
The big man, Yokozuna.
Devastating leg drop.
I guess it was switch gears.
What is he doing?
Pitää voi tätä luovutuksella tai...
Quite the battle brewing here between Hogan and Yokozuna.
This is exactly what the crowd wanted to see back at WrestleMania.
Kuulemaan pitää laittaa Hogan. Niin.
Valmistaa
tappiin.
Headbutt by the big man.
Hoganista tulee kannutaan.
This is not going to be pretty. Dragging his opponent to the corner. Taking his time. Up to the second rope.
Can the champ recover from that?
Only two.
That was a matter of a fraction of a second.
I don't think anyone inside this building was expecting a kick out after that move from Yokozuna. Hogan winning that exchange.
Every counter being answered with another. With a lariat.
Hulk Hogan.
Yoko says this one's over. Standing bullseye drop.
Oh, we had a total title change.
And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout and new WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
We have the official word. Yokozuna is indeed the new WWE Champion. We may have just witnessed the end of Hulkamania, gentlemen.
There's no may about it, Cole. Yokozuna just conquered Hogan. And every newspaper in Japan is going to be filled with pictures of our new WWE Champion.
Here in the heartland of America, the heart of Hulkamania has just stopped beating. Hulk Hogan is finished.
Mä en saanut kaikkia Aukinista. Tässä Aukin Jimmy Hartin Akseli. Mä kiinnittelin se 3 vuoden aina Aukista. Kotka VVF näistä. Mulla jäisi yksi tehtävä tekemättä siitä. Mulla jäi tullut kuitenkin. Black Hogan in the corner ja Inglas 2 mode. Black Hogan in the corner ja Inglas 2 mode herroiseksi Goldberg. Ota remaksi, pakko jo tehdä. Ei kerrata kaikki pois.
Michael Cole emanating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time to Hulk Hogan.
Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring.
Yokozuna wants to erase the memory of his initial title reign that lasted mere seconds. He knows that a fresh Yokozuna can beat a fresh Hulk Hogan, and tonight is the chance to prove it.
Now look at this aggression, just pure brutality.
Not easy.
This is an event of international magnitude. Byron, photographers from around the world, including a large contingent from Japan, are documenting Yokozuna's every move.
A lot of pressure on the former champion. There's no way Mr. Fuji and Yokozuna can return to Japan and lose face.
And the Hulk's going to have some self-imposed pressure. He not only wants to win, he stated that he wants to pick up the 550-pound Yokozuna and slam the giant's carcass through the ring.
Has him set up in the corner of the ring. Non-stop blows.
And Yokozuna just loves backing Hogan into a corner like this. Relentless domination of the champion.
And Mr. Fuji looking on with much approval. There's no mistaking what that sinister smile of his means.
Hulk Hogan, a 5-time champion now. This is his first title defense.
The Hulkster has spent the last 2 months in Hollywood due to prior commitments, but you've got to understand that Hulk never expected to be WWE champion.
Oh no. We've seen this before. The WWE Universe is on its feet. Hogan is hulking up. A series of right hands, and here we go. The big boot. And the leg drop from Hogan.
Pin attempt by the champion. Kicks out on the pinfall attempt.
He couldn't make much of that pin attempt.
Super kick.
Some folks thought Bret Hart should have had this rematch against Hogan, but the president of WWE has made the controversy. Hogan just squeezing the life out of his opponent with those 24-inch pythons.
Solid grip on this hold, not letting go anytime.
Hogan did it! He's still the WWE Champion!
And the Hulkster just slayed the biggest giant.
Michael Cole emanating from King of the Ring 1993 alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton, where Yokozuna hopes to regain the WWE Championship he lost in record time to Hulk Hogan.
Both men coming in with so much to prove. Hogan wants to prove his controversial WrestleMania win was no fluke. And he's also promised to finally slam the 550-pound giant right through the ring.
Yokozuna wants to erase the memory of his initial title reign that lasted mere seconds. He knows that a fresh Yokozuna can beat a fresh Hulk Hogan, and tonight is the chance to prove it.
Hulk Hogan, a 5-time champion now. This is his first title defense.
The Hulkster has spent the last 2 months in Hollywood due to prior commitments, but you've got to understand that Hulk never expected to be WWE Champion coming out of WrestleMania.
Well, now that Hogan has emerged from his paradise, the gravity of this situation with Yokozuna is going to hit him like thunder. Yokozuna laying in with those attacks from his massive frame. That's the key to victory for the former champ.
Just a relentless assault from Yokozuna.
Yokozuna taking the fight to Hulk Hogan. The Hulkster's rocked.
We know each man's strategy coming in. Yokozuna has added 50 pounds to his frame since WrestleMania, while Hogan has actually slimmed down since he captured the...
Oh, no. Bear hug of pride. This is not good for the...
Get it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
Oh, my God. Can we talk about Yokozuna's meteoric rise in WWE? He's accomplished quite a lot in a short amount of time.
Just look at the man's track record at major events. He made his premium event debut with a quick win at Survivor Series, won the Royal Rumble in dominant fashion, and then captured the WWE title in the main event of WrestleMania.
But that momentum ground to a halt after Mr. Fuji's ill-timed challenge ended Yokozuna's title reign after mere minutes. Yokozuna needs to get back on top with a win here tonight.
No mercy being shown to Hogan here.
Yokozuna making Hogan regret wanting this match. I love it.
What are they doing here? As we get deep into this match, you have to be impressed by a man the size of Yokozuna exhibiting this level of stamina.
Everything about Yokozuna is impressive, Cole. He's gone from 505 pounds at WrestleMania to 550 tonight. Saved by the ropes this time.
And gentlemen, Yokozuna may be but one. Indeed, Hulkamania.
The camera lights are flashing. Yokozuna is so close to regaining the title.
Oh, carving across the face.
What a way to get out of that one. Yoko now. Belly-to-belly slam.
That's got to be the end of Hulkamania.
Jimmy Hart trying to rally. And a kick out by Hogan with authority.
Hulk Hogan's not done yet. Hulk Hogan is coming alive.
Yokozuna back to his feet. Big chop to Hogan. And Hogan's starting to hulk up here.
How many times have we seen this over the years?
These massive strikes from Yokozuna having absolutely no effect on Hogan.
Hogan fired up. Hogan's ready to go.
Hogan feeding off the energy of all the Hulkamaniacs.
And here comes Hulk. And Yokozuna being backed up to the ropes. Big boot.
I can't believe Yokozuna's still standing.
Hogan continuing to pour on the offense. A second big boot, but Yoko still on his feet.
Don't let up, Hulkster. Keep swinging, keep firing away.
boot. Yoko staggering. Stunning, and he's down.
Skippaan tämän, katoin tuo jo kerran. Nyt isketään tää siikin. Eikö nimenomaan iskee se...
Oh, no. Strongest splash.
Yokozuna demonstrating his full power. Hogan's in trouble. Turns it around.
Se oli äsken stunnissa, mutta ne iskee heti se leikkoitti.
An elusive Yokozuna there.
Nyt tämä isketään. Tämä päällä.
There's that agility and ruthlessness on display from the Hall of Fame.
That kind of combination is why Yokozuna is so unique, even among big men. Caught with the precision shot, and now Yokozuna is bleeding. Hogan's offense gets foiled. A brick wall running into you. Oh, that opens the door for Hogan.
Stepped aside, avoiding damage.
Quite the battle brewing here between Hogan and Yokozuna.
This is exactly what the crowd wanted to see back at WrestleMania.
Massive big leg drop. Follows up, shoulders down. 2 kicks out. He still has life.
Getting that shoulder up now is huge.
Goes into the corner.
Head scattered and mid to the back.
Taaminen kivulle. Eikä vaan näytä kivulle, että vaan on.
Yokozuna with a massively jarring headbutt. But it appears Yokozuna with more destruction on the line from the middle rope.
Bonsai drop. We might see a new champion crowned. 2. And Yokozuna is once again champion.
I can't believe it.
The winner of this bout,
Yokozuna on taas mestari.
WWE Champion, Yokozuna.
Mä saan auki nyt Inno Harvista 2 eri pattiretta. Inno Harvista 3 tuo kohta DV-mestarista. Mä sain nyt opetti DV-vatsista erikseen. Yokozuna auki, Mr. Bruin, eli Yokozuna manageri auki. 3 eri Hulk Hogan louhkia sain auki. Oho. Tässä on 3 eri Hogania. Nyt on luksusta. Minä olen iso Hulk Hogan-fani. Minä tykkään tästä. Kiitoksia 2K näistä 3 Hulk Hoganista. Okei, sitten vaan seuraava matsi. Tässä on 9 tehtävää. Ne pelaa.
Our next chapter sees the showcase spotlight
Ne pelaa tossa
shine
vaikka 2
on an area
matsia.
in which the family built their legacy, tag team wrestling. Starting with the wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, all the way through to more recent champions like the Usos or Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. This dynasty has always excelled in tag team competition, consistently showing an ability to dominate the division with a wide variety of looks. And the first team that we will look at, accompanied to the ring by Afa himself.
Fatu and Samu, the head shrinkers.
They put the fear in people's hearts. That's what the head shrinkers did back in the day. Second to none in that ring. You know, hard-nosed, battle-tested. They went for it every single night.
More astute fans may also know that early in their journeys, Samu and Fatu were managed by me, Paul Heyman, then known as Paul E. Dangerously, and the SST, the Samoan SWAT team.
The Samoan SWAT team is here. Vengeance is mine.
Already an imposing force that early on, their future greatness was obvious to so many industry experts. Afa, more than anybody, knew he had the team on his hands, with Samu being his son and Fatu his nephew. The tribal elder was able to mentor both, instilling in them the same unrelenting approach to competition that made the wild Samoans world famous. The team toured through regional promotions before a quick stop with me in WCW, but WWE was always their goal. Upon arrival, it was clear that the dynasty's next generation had indeed arrived, immediately drawing comparisons to their world-renowned predecessors. 10 years before it became cool to say, Samu and Fatu displayed ruthless aggression in the ring, overwhelming opponents before the bell and continuing the non-stop attack until their hands were raised in victory. Deceptively agile for men of their size, they brutalized the opposition with devastating dives from the top rope. The duo would eventually go on to capture the WWE Tag Team Championships in the spring of 1994, fulfilling the promise and carrying the legacy to even greater heights. At WrestleMania 9, the Head Shrinkers' one and only in-ring WrestleMania appearance saw them taking on Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Be prepared, Steiner brothers. We're gonna give you a pain that you have never felt before.
While I'm not one to make excuses, I am one to give opportunities to you, our expert gaming member of the WWE Universe. And so, today, you have the opportunity to make things right. WrestleMania 9, Las Vegas, Nevada. The Steiners performed at a near-perfect level that day, able to find every reversal and in the chaos emerge victorious. We are asking you to fix that. Stop them in their tracks and get the Head Shrinkers that WrestleMania victory you and I both know they deserve. But if you're not careful, you're going to find yourself reliving the very same memories that have haunted Samu and Fatu for years. Steiner lines, suplexes, Frankensteiners that will all bring your evening to a vicious, miserable end.
Olisiko Steiner Brothersilla videokin 6 Attila? Tästä saamaan sisäänpelot uutta.
One of the toughest teams in WWE history.
Nearly 600 pounds of pure savagery.
Tag team match set for 1-5. On the way to the ring, accompanied by Austin at a combined weight of 565 pounds. Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
Fair warning, this one may not be too pretty, guys.
You talk about rugged individuals. These are two tag teams that can really bring the fight to anyone that steps in their path.
Yeah, there's about to be a seismic collision in the ring.
This match means so much to the Steiners and to the Head Shrinkers.
Well, the whole world is focusing on WrestleMania 9, and the last thing you want to do is come up on the short end.
Pride is on the line, and as is a stake to the claim of being the toughest team in all of WWE.
Tämmöisiä heattuja. Tulee Steiner Brothers. Nyt nähdään, millä uusi Attila jännityksellä oli.
The Steiner brothers getting a tremendous ovation here in their first WrestleMania. We'll see if they can carry on Michigan's winning ways.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 500.
Täällä on oikein temennillä tätä. TV.
Rick and Scott, the Steiner Brothers.
The Steiner brothers are one of the most promising tag teams we've ever seen in WWE.
But Samu and Fatu are looking to stomp out any of that promise right here at WrestleMania.
Let me warn the WWE Universe right now. This is going to be a brutal match. Just two heavy-hitting tag teams going at it. Physical physical smash mouth wrestling. And like Saxton said, it won't be pretty at all.
Siistiä. Joskus mä mietin silleen, että se on huono sisääntulomusiikki, mutta nyt tässä miettii jälkikäteen, on tuo hyvä sisääntulomusiikki. Ja on olla, mutta...
Big fight feel in Las Vegas as gladiators face off here at WrestleMania 9.
And we are watching four men who would have been right at home inside of a Roman Coliseum. The Head Shrinkers and the Steiners are ready for a true battle.
Both teams are relatively new to WWE, but we've seen that each duo is not afraid to get physical. Each side is looking for their first WrestleMania win, and they will do anything to earn it.
Tuonne kulmaksi pitää tässä laitteen, mutta pitää ne...
Being set up in the corner for something.
And he stonewalls Samu. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
Then a knee right to the throat.
Just how desperate do you have to be? Why not a fair fight, huh?
WrestleMania 4 on kyllä hieno areena.
Oh, great wherewithal there.
These two have learned each other so well.
Yhteen törmää tuomari kanssa. Noita ei pysty aina torjumaan noita osoittaamista kiinni.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE. But they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
A quick reversal by Samu.
Pulled back into the hip toss. Has him in the corner, thinking of the next move.
Look at him go. Pummeling their opponent in the corner. He's able to reverse it. The Head Shrinkers accompanied in ringside by Alpha, but he's not the only tag team legend serving in a managerial role tonight.
That's right, Michael. Just like Alpha, Mr. Fuji earned many WWE tag titles as a wrestler. But now, he's hoping to lead Yokozuna to the WWE Championship.
And looking at all the top young talent in this ring, I see many other...
Pakottaa restart match. 30 sekuntia aikaa tehdä tomman.
WrestleMania 9 rolling on with a potential show-stealing match, guys. Two very hungry tag teams facing off.
Indeed, Michael, the Head Shrinkers and Steiner brothers are both new to the tag division in WWE, but both teams are off to an amazing start so far.
You have to imagine whichever team wins this high-profile fight becomes an instant top contender for the tag team championship. And with two teams this physical on such a big stage, it is indeed going to be a fight.
Samu and Fatu, already some success in the tag division tonight, could really be their coming out party.
Well, they certainly have a tradition to uphold, Cole. The man in their corner, Alpha, has held the WWE tag titles on 3 occasions, and he's primed to bring the Head Shrinkers to the top as well. Leaning on the turnbuckle here.
Rick is losing grip of this match now.
Seeing some high-impact offense from Samu and Fatu thus far.
I'm not sure the Head Shrinkers are even going for the victory. They just want to destroy the Steiner.
Light-komboja. No vaikka 4.
Excellent opportunity for Steiner to shift the momentum.
Rick weathered the storm and wants to create a flurry of his own. Boom, right in the button.
The whole world is focused on WrestleMania 9 tonight. The last thing you want to do is come out on the wrong side of a match like this.
That's right. A big win at WrestleMania means a big boost in the tag division and a substantial winner's purse.
I don't think the head shrinkers concern themselves much with the financial matters, Saxton, but they are dead set on proving they're the toughest dudes around.
I've seen Samu and Fatu headbutt each other during matches. If they do that to their own flesh and blood, who knows what they'll do to the Steiners?
It's just a byproduct of the brutal take-no-prisoners offense of the head shrinkers, Byron. These guys will bite, scratch, and claw their way to a win. Rulebook be damned.
And with Rick and Scott coming from an amateur collegiate background, they might be a bit more hesitant to bend the rules. Hopefully the Steiners can adapt. And fast. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
The Head Shrinkers and Steiners are two of the brightest young teams in WWE, but they both come to this match with a few years of experience in WCW.
The Steiner brothers earned many tag accolades in WCW, but Rick and Scott have their share of singles titles too.
Meanwhile, Samu and Fatu were never quite able to break through before WWE. You know that has to serve as motivation for the Head Shrinkers tonight.
He puts him into the corner. Counter. He knew just what to do.
Countering each other again and again.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red. Just using their foot as a weapon. Boot right to the throat. WrestleMania 9 shaping up to be a big night in the tag division, guys.
Indeed it is, Michael. Two great young teams competing now. And later tonight, none other than Hulk Hogan will lead the Mega Maniacs against Money Inc. for the tag team titles.
Odds makers in Nevada have the smart money on Hulk Hogan leaving Vegas with the gold tonight.
Oh, God!
Oof! Hip attack. Unpleasant view there.
Fatu is just having his way.
The Head Shrinkers smartly keeping themselves out of the grasp of Rick and Scott Steiner.
There is a method to the madness of the Head Shrinkers.
Sent out of the ring the hard way. As we find ourselves surrounded by all this pageantry, do you think either of these teams is feeling the pressure of their first WrestleMania?
I can tell you that Samu and Fatu truly did not.
And there goes Steiner sent outside the ring.
Fatu like a one-man wrecking machine right now, cleaning house.
Oh, look at this, some power by Scott Steiner.
But the tag was made and Scott not aware.
Big kick.
Scott Steiner did not see the blind tag made by Samu.
Oh, this is not looking good for Steiner.
And this is what the Head Shrinkers do. Top-tier tag team wrestling. Steiner didn't see the tag, decided to hot dog around, and got a foot in the face for it.
Well, nothing fancy here. Instant victory.
Backed up. Hold on. Trying to steal one here.
Oh, man. This could really come back to bite him in the end.
Jo taktiimatsissa ei pysty tekemään sitä safe wrestlingia, se on ainoastaan
Gut-wrench suplex.
sitä pystyy tekemään.
Boom, what impact. Looking stunned here, guys. And Samu's plans failed there.
Tag made.
Look at that counter from Samu.
This could shake up your nerves.
Quite a demeanor on display.
Put into the corner. What could be next?
Counters.
And we are really seeing the amazing skill sets of all four men in this tag team showcase.
We already knew about the brawling of the Head Shrinkers and the grappling of the Steiners, but men as big as these four behemoths should not be able to fly around the ring like they have thus far.
It is made for an extremely tough act to follow, guys.
Beautiful dive.
Heading up to the top turnbuckle.
Lift off.
Down with the elbow.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Stop after stop after stop.
Steiner looking unable to get a leg up in this match.
Steiner's being kept in check.
Gut-wrench suplex.
Pitää voittaa.
Oh, what a roundhouse kick.
Spotti pois. Vetää lokkariin. Tai joku Aana veikkaa, että
Boot to the stomach gives them seven.
Nice takedown, stacked for the pin.
What reflexes?
Looking for the pin.
Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury.
Joo, tuossa lukeekin, että pitää niinkö...
Nice gut wrench suplex. Samu's gaining the upper hand.
The attacks will not relent from Samu. He might have him.
And he only stays down for a 1 count.
Refusing to give up even an inch of ground as this match continues. And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Mä en pystynyt tekemään mitään. Jumalauta.
Avalanche DDT.
What now?
Stop right to the gut. This could be it. This could be the end. Kicks out before the 2 count.
If that won't beat him, I'm not sure anything will.
Oh, he cuts it off.
Brutal short arm lariat.
He's headed up high.
Sky high. Big splash. And the head shrinkers just might have it.
Me pitää tehdä tämmönen liike sitten. Ei piekään hypätä, vaan tehdä
tämmönen. Put in the corner now.
Oh, an overhand punch.
Thunderous club comes down. Very effective.
The head shrinkers and the Steiners are engaged in an epic battle.
Both teams making the Roman gladiators proud.
Oh, just ate that kick to the face.
Pulled back into the hip toss.
Mä en muista mitä Desert tarkoittaa, mutta mun pitäisi varmaan saada silleen...
Oh, what a clubbing blow. And Samu's plans failed there.
Each superstar trying to counter is gaining advantage.
Boom! What a right.
Vicious, downright savage club right there.
Implanted by the DDT.
He got it. Tag me. Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
Stop right to the gut.
Pitää saada se niinku istumaan. Nyt mene se.
Got him in the corner now.
Steiner cuts him off.
Double underhook. Powerbomb.
And now he's looking to lock in this submission.
Remarkable power being shown here. He's in a bad position now.
Resisting as much as he can, but for...
Nice escape.
Ooh! Oh, man. And retaliates with a counter. And the follow-up with a punch to the face.
Oh, sent straight into the corner hard.
Draped into the deadly Tree of Woe position. Bang! He finds a counter.
Fast thinking saved him there.
And Fatu gets stopped in his tracks. Fatu finds the advantage. Oh, ouch!
Getting set up in the corner now.
With the counter.
Steiner has his sights set on his opponent now.
Fatu getting out of harm's way. Wicked clothesline.
Niin corner tuck finissä. Okei, mä en tota tosta lukenut.
Here's the tag. Tandem offense on the horizon here. They have their opponent.
Oh, face first. That's it. No way the Steiners come back now. Oh!
Sama wears the shoulders down. This could be it.
Hyvä, että katsoi tuolta, mitä pitää. Se oli takti finissä.
And the head shrinkers get the win.
Here are your winners, Samu and Fatu, the Head Shrinkers.
And what a huge win for the Head Shrinkers tonight. Samu and Fatu making their family proud and proving themselves as top contenders in the tag division.
Vielä pääkautta siitä. Mitä tässä oikein? You can see it in their eyes. Apula Sattuveren on another level. The Headshrinkers special statement thanks to you. Mä sain palkinnoksi tästä WrestleMania 4 areena, joka on hieno areena. Mä sain auki Headshrinkerit, Headshrinkerin managerin ja Steiner Brothers. Mä pelaan vielä yhden matsin.
Hey, let's put this in the simplest of all terms. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is the biggest celebrity on the face of the planet today. Now, whether he's a blue chipper, the people's champion, or as we know him right now, the final boss, The Rock has always commanded all of the attention in the arena since the very first moment he made his WWE debut at the 1996 Survivor Series. Born into this business, The Rock would become WWE's first ever third-generation superstar, following in the footsteps of his father and grandfather. Who had competed in WWE rings before him.
Dwayne had a huge responsibility. There's a legacy, and you have to take it so seriously.
Even with incredibly high expectations, the Great One surpassed them all, along with the usual achievements if your name is The Rock. 2 Intercontinental Championships, 5 Tag Team Championships, 8 WWE Heavyweight Championships, a Royal Rumble victory, not even to forget the fact that The Rock once led an entire nation. The Rock has one of the more noteworthy feats in WWE history, earning WrestleMania victories over Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and John Cena. Each of these men are known as the faces of their respective era. Each of these men found out what happens when you go one-on-one. Oh, you know the rest. Of course, The Rock rivaled Stone Cold Steve Austin's popularity during the vaunted Attitude Era, tearing opponents down with rock bottoms and people's elbows while tearing them apart on the mic with cutting one-liners and catchphrases that are still recited to this day.
If you smell, know your role and shut your mouth.
He ended CM Punk's 434-day title reign as WWE Champion at the 2013 Royal Rumble as well, after having only competed twice over the previous 9 years, displaying the always-ready mentality and physical conditioning on which he has built his global brand. But you don't need me to rattle off The Rock's resume to you, now do you? Of course not. The man is an occasion unto himself. He has headlined the biggest events against WWE's most iconic superstars and has always found a way to, how does he put it? Layeth the smackdown on some jabroni's candy ass. I couldn't have said it better myself, although I think I may have just done that. But indeed, he has. On a Thursday night in February of 1997, The Rock, still known as Rocky Maivia, would find himself challenging for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Only a few months into his tenure, he would be matched up against a face that would ultimately become one of his most familiar and hated rivals, Triple H, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Seemingly overmatched by a more seasoned opponent, a youthful Rock would demonstrate all the traits that have come to define him in the years since. Tenacity, high IQ, and that legendary Samoan strength to ultimately surprise Helmsley and kick off the first championship reign for Rocky Maivia. It would be the first step of a journey that has ultimately led The Rock into the pantheon of WWE's elite. So now it's all in your hands. It's up to you to showcase the undying drive that makes The Rock the hardest worker in the room to deliver a shocking upset against the Greenwich snob himself. Guide The Rock to victory over Triple H at a very special Thursday, Raw Thursday, to give the first jolts to what would become the most electrifying career in sports entertainment.
No niin. Niin tulee sisääntulo. Mitä on tosiaan uutta tässä, tulee sisääntulo tässä loppuun.
And here comes the number one contender, at least for tonight, Rocky Maivia.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. Making his way to the ring is the challenger from the South Pacific, weighing in at 275 pounds, Rocky Maivia.
A blue chip talent with a bright future.
Rocky boy.
On his way to defend the Intercontinental Championship, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
His opponent from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 246 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Helmsley is scheduled to face another challenger at an upcoming show this Sunday. And he's taking the risk, stepping in here against the newcomer, Rocky Maivia.
Well, you can consider it risky, you can consider it overconfident, but any way you look at it, it's a dangerous move by Helmsley to take on an athlete who has been on a real roll. Rocky Maivia has been successful thus far in WWE, and Rocky is focused. Rocky is only thinking about tonight.
Saxton, just curious, have you ever exercised your right to remain silent? I am tired of all this talk about Rocky Maivia. Yeah, he's been on a roll, but it could all come to a screeching halt tonight at the hands of Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
You win this title, you are a top name in this industry.
Intercontinental mestaruudet pelissä. Mä oon nähnyt tätä ottelua ihan oikeassakin elämässä. Kuten Networkista vanhaa rakeeseen. On tullut vuosia ajan katsottu, mutta on tullut pitkä tauko tästä. Mitä pitäisi jatkaa?
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and send a message to the WWE that Rocky Maivia has arrived.
And wait a second. Interesting.
Cobra clutch cinched in. The Cobra clutch.
So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
And he goes crashing to the outside.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
Siniset portaat tällä. Täällä niinku
Uh-oh. He quickly gets out of dodge.
Proof these superstars have done their homework.
Raw drop kick. And Rocky there not showing any signs of being intimidated.
Perched up top. Look out for it. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible.
Okei, tämmönen.
To even attempt that.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle. What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
The champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense. No time for graceful bows and upper-class taunting. Just beat Rocky down.
Oh, great display of strength with the suplex.
And Byron, Rocky has tremendous exuberance, tremendous youth. He's going to be a star for a long time.
I think Rocky Maivia shows more
kerralla nämä kaikki tehtävät, koska mä
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance tonight in a match between our fine champion Hunter Hearst Helmsley and the young challenger Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and
look at this now, bad intentions coming with this, and he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Sofkasen jälkeen mä en pelata Mairaisia mä en kyllä ole kuvaamassa, mä pelaan sitä.
He gets set straight down to the floor.
Ne kaikkia pelaamiseen, niin tarvitse
kuvata, he dodges out of danger.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
Just mounted with punches and not a nasty stop to finish it off. Maivia is ready for that.
Raw drop kick. He gets into the ring.
Has to mind the referee here. Has to avoid the count out.
All right, he's got to refocus up.
Oof. I don't teach him not to showboat in the middle of a match.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy.
Miten niitä tehtiin? Onko täällä mitään muita?
He has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win.
Oh, what a response.
Each counter leaving these competitors at a stalemate. Counter after counter. Neither superstar getting the clear advantage.
And into the pin, title on the line.
Reese cut.
The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our current champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Well, Helmsley is our champion for a reason. He's a cut above the rest, a higher class of in-ring competitor. This Rocky Maivia guy should learn his place and respect his betters.
Well, that attitude is exactly why Maivia is so eager to go after Helmsley and his title. He wants to prove Helmsley is just a snide and arrogant blowhard who doesn't deserve to be champion.
Only one of these men will leave this ring our Intercontinental Champion. This should be a memorable match. What's it going to take for Hunter Hearst Helmsley to retain his Intercontinental title here? How can he get the better of Rocky Maivia?
Well, the champ needs to put this young upstart Maivia in his place with unrelenting offense.
And what he's looking for here looks like a potential submission. And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Just like that, sent out of the ring.
Perched up top. You gotta be kidding me.
Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
Spiked. Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
Goes under the ropes and into the ring.
Ai niin, perkele. Tuo pitää tehdä toi homma.
And he exits the ring.
Better watch the count.
Ooh. Caught that.
Unohtu toi aika äsken tossa.
The Intercontinental title hangs in the balance. Tonight in a match between our refined champion, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and the young challenger, Rocky Maivia.
Rocky Maivia has a lot to prove here. The third-generation up-and-comer would love nothing more than to grab his first championship tonight and...
Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here?
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Chucked right out of the ring.
Maivia way up high.
Perched up top. Good Lord. Taking flight.
The airtime. The fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside.
Oh, man. Meeting the barricade.
And a counter by Helmsley. And we know Rocky doesn't have the same experience as Helmsley, and that could be a developing story as this match progresses.
And this is where an experienced wrestler like Helmsley can take a young wrestler and pick him apart, take advantage, capitalize, and win. Helmsley looking to bait his opponent into a mistake.
And he gets discarded out of the ring.
Mikä se, oliko se toi? Joo, 4XXX.
Perched up top. What a landing! From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can be won outside of the squared circle.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a bold strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win. Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional... The Intercontinental Championship is on the line here between two superstars who don't have anything nice to say about one another. The challenger, Rocky Maivia, and our... Uh-oh, he could be looking for a submission here. And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
Just ejected from the ring.
Perched up top.
Crash and burn.
Went for a hard wrist towards the outside, but it ended up being in vain.
Intercontinental Championship at stake right here in Lowell, Massachusetts. We're expecting an emotional night for all of us, considering that Shawn Michaels will forfeit the WWE Championship live tonight.
Yeah, I saw a very dejected HBK earlier today. I couldn't even get him to crack a smile at all.
Well, that's just because no one's ever happy to see you, Saxton.
Tämä on se ilta, missä Shawn Michaels kaduttaa.
It's out of the way of that one. A big-time clothesline. Good grief.
Rocky beats him to the punch. Raw drop kick. He's hurled out and crashes down to the floor.
Perched up top. What? The 1-2 punch of high risk.
No tuo on paras tehdä just toi.
High reward.
Okay.
And Rocky is delivering solid damage, but needs to remember to get Helmsley in the ring. The title can't be won outside of the squared circle.
If Rocky Maivia is going to take down the more polished and experienced Hunter Hearst Helmsley, he's going to have to do it with unrelenting energy. Rocky has to keep coming at the champion with big attacks until Helmsley collapses under the onslaught.
It's a better strategy that will take everything the young Maivia's got, but you're right. It could be his best path to his first championship win.
Before this match, I was talking to Helmsley, and he said he can beat the snot out of this Maivia kid in less than 10 minutes. In fact, he was showing me on his watch. Did you know he has a timepiece that costs $20,000?
Confident words from Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Not sure how relevant his timepiece is to this match, though, Corey.
It isn't relevant. I just wanted to share an example of how far ahead in the game of life Helmsley is.
Oh, brother.
And he throws the opposition back into the ring.
Straight punch, nothing fancy. He wastes no time dodging the attack.
Deeper into this match now, and I think it's Helmsley who's reaching peak frustration.
Can't quite put Rocky Maivia away. A testament to the never-say-die attitude of this young superstar.
And he gets it from his dad. He gets it from his grandfather. Maivia knows nothing less than to give it his all. The pin for the championship, for the title, new champ. He could have had this wrapped up. Not sure why he let up.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. And give credit where it's due. Rocky Maivia is leaving nothing in the ring in pursuit of the Intercontinental Championship.
Maivia took to the sky and executed that high risk perfectly. I don't think Helmsley had that.
This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
Superplex!
The champion busting out the big moves, doing what cover.
We're going to shut this down.
Emphatic kick out for the challenger.
Still no end in sight here.
Hunter whipped into the corner. Nobody home. Rocky hit hard. And now Hunter looks to take over this match.
Helmsley muscling Maivia up to the top turnbuckle in a big right hand.
Helmsley with something big in mind here for his challenger tonight.
Well, this is just blatant disrespect from the arrogant champion.
Almost daring Rocky. Hey, you really want my title? You really think you're going to be Intercontinental Champion?
Up to the top. Hooking Rocky into a superplex. This could be it. Can Hunter capitalize? This could be it. Hook of the leg and a cover. And Rocky stays in it, getting his shoulder up.
Still not enough to put out the flame of Rocky Maivia.
Hunter has to be asking himself, what else do I have in my arsenal? And I think we may get our answer, gentlemen.
Yeah, it's just a matter of time, I believe, before this one's over. Hunter hooking Rocky, taking his time, looking to put him away.
Maivia just collapsed.
This just shows you how much damage Hunter Hearst Helmsley has inflicted on the challenger in this matchup.
I think Maivia's done. Official might want to step in, call this one.
The official checking on Rocky. Hunter Hearst Helmsley believes this is close to being over. Living him back up again. Rocky rolled through. Shoulders down. Rocky wins the title.
Rocky Maivia has shocked Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
Here is your winner and the new Intercontinental Champion, Rocky Maivia.
We have a new Intercontinental Champion.
Rocky Maivia, Sox the Gold, Absolute Intercontinental Champion, Absolute Electrifying Performance. Tää palkinnoksi on rappuut, nyt sitä 7 arenan Intercontinental Champion. Se on Intercontinental Champion 3 vuodelta. Rocky Maivia saa Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Kyllä me sokkasen. Paljonkohan tässä on ottelua? Haitsi Peter Maivia. Tämmönen on täällä seuraavassa. Haitsi Peter Maivia. Welcome to Animal Stay. Waves Arena right now. An absolute chance to get the history of the final fight. Simon Rihard and left I've seen to the system. Inside the steel gate against the animal. Okei. Mä pelasin tässä nyt 3 ottelua. Ja kaikki saa auttaa paljon. No niin. Tämä oli tässä tämä ensimmäinen video tästä Bloodline Showcaseista. Hyvät pelit oli. Hyvältä tää vaikuttaa tää Bloodline Showcase. Olen tykännyt tähän mennessä.